Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and as the title may suggest, I'm filming a empties for April. So it's currently the 5th of May. So I'm filming it a little bit earlier than I have done in the past, and it should be up in the next week or so. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. So yeah, let's get into it. So pretty standard as to what I've done in the past. This is where I keep my empties for the month. Once I've shown you and recorded the video, then I will upload what I can into my Boots app and then I'll recycle it over time. So with the Boots, I think I talked about the Boots recycling scheme in my last empties video. I don't know if anyone has used it. If you have, please let me know in the comments what you think about it. What I find though is that I'm emptying more than I can recycle. So what happens with the Boots recycling scheme, you upload your items, you take 5 to the store, deposit it, you get a voucher for 500 points if you spend £10. Once you've got the voucher, you have to use it within 24 hours. So I kind of save up my recycling, but then I can't recycle enough because I don't want to spend £10 every time. But it is a really good scheme. I think I've racked up about £35 worth of points. Probably more like 15 to £20 worth of points on top of the 15 that I already probably had. So it is really good. It's a good scheme. I know some people don't like it, but I do use it. So yeah, let's just go through. No particular order. So the first thing is this Herbal Essences Dazzling Shine Conditioner. This is just one that I had a little bit left in, so I used it up. I'm not loyal to any particular hair care brand. I just buy whatever's on offer, so random type things. This was one my husband was actually using. This came out of his shower. This is the LV Hydra Pure shampoo. He used it probably because it was in there as opposed to actually needing purifying shampoo. I think I used it, we had a friend stay over and I used his shower, so I used he just finished using that up. I've got this Dove Advanced Care Pampering Shea Butter and Vanilla Body Wash. Really nice, liked that, would repurchase. Something I would not repurchase, and actually it's not completely done, so I might just use up this last little bit, is this. It's the Waikiki Beach Coconut Bath and Body Works Body Wash. It does smell really nice, but with Bath and Body Works, unless it's hand sanitizer or the hand cream or candles, I'm not buying it. The reason being is that I find that it's not cheap to buy. It's certainly cheaper to buy in America than it is here. But their body washes and stuff, I just feel like they don't last. Their body sprays, I spray it on in my dressing room. I go down the stairs and I think, did I actually spray? Excuse my cat. She's come to see what I'm doing. And I think, did I spray anything? So yeah, not impressed. So I won't be buying this again. And actually, as you probably know from my past videos, I'm going to America. I'll probably be there, or I've probably been back actually by the time you guys see this. So yeah, I certainly won't be buying anything like that there. Then I got this Zesty Pineapple Exfoliating Scrub, and this was from Primark. It was reduced to £3, so it was originally £3.50, so 50 pence saving. Really nice consistency, smells really good, so I would repurchase that. I think, talking of body scrubs, a classic for me, Dove exfoliating one. This is the crushed macadamia and rice milk scent. This is one of my favourite scents. I've also used the pink one, pomegranate something, but it just doesn't hit for me. Like, it doesn't smell so good anymore, but it doesn't have the same. I like the consistency, I like everything about this one, so a definite repurchase for me. What I'm going to do actually when I'm in America, because I think it's £7.99 for one of these pots, and these are 225 millilitres, and in America I think it's $7.99 for one that's about 1.5 size this, and they have some really interesting looking scents, so I'm probably gonna get some more whilst I'm away. The next thing I used up was this packet of 5 blade refills for my Superdrug shaver. In one of my videos I think I mentioned that I've bought 2 of the travel style ones that come in a case, and actually today I haven't done a new purchases video for a while because I wasn't supposed to be buying anything. As we know, I don't do very well with that, so I bought 2 of those and some refills. So these were my last ones of that. This shouldn't be in here, but speaking, I seem to have 2 new purchase packets here, but I'll show you them anyway, so not Empties. This is the Planter 39 Photo Caffeine Tonic to try and encourage some hair growth in this area. I've been using it alongside this Lee Stafford massaging brush. Very exciting to show you the packaging. I forgot they were in there. That's that. This Snow Fairy body spray. I used to love Snow Fairy, but I think I've gone off of it because I've had it like for so many years. I think I've actually gone off of the scent. I've had this a long time. I don't. It says it's good until 2028, but it was made on the 30th of November 24, so I probably bought it in December 24 or January 25, and actually it's like it wasn't smelling the best, so that unfortunately I tipped the rest away. I would say it was probably only about that much in there anyway, so that's not so bad. This little Sol de Janeiro mini, this is number 59. Sol de Janeiro will be featuring in the things I purchased in America because I've done my calculations, and based on the exchange rate, it's not massively cheaper, but it is slightly cheaper. So this one, I'm not so keen on the scent of this one, so I wouldn't repurchase that particular scent. A couple of hand sanitizers. So I have hand sanitizers in my car, in my handbag, in my work bag, and on my desk. So I go through a few, but this one was Girlfriend. There's a tiny little bit in there, and this one was Turquoise Waters. This was a nice one. Girlfriend is okay. I bought it for buying its sake because it's what was available. Deodorants wise, now I haven't actually used this up, but this is a Fussy infill. Oopsie. So I need to recycle this actually. Smells really good, but I could do a separate video on it. I am not a fan of Fussy. I cannot get on with it. I've used it now for 3 to 4 weeks, and it says you need to persevere, but I just can't anymore. So actually I did buy some new deodorants today, which isn't ideal. However, if I can get them through the Boots recycling program, or this one in particular is a glass bottle, so I could probably recycle that, it doesn't make me feel so bad. So yeah, this is a no from me. I used up this Dove Go Fresh, which I think I said had some in it last time. See, I can still hear it, but it just won't come out, so that one's going to have to go. That's in the pomegranate, lemon and verbena scents, my favourite scent. And then I've got this one that I bought in Tunisia because I managed to take with me 2 travel size deodorants that both had about 2 rolls left in each, so that wasn't ideal. But yeah, this is just a fruit one. It wasn't that bad. I don't feel it was that effective. Maybe it doesn't have the ingredients in it that ours has, or I'm not sure. But it was good in the time that I needed it. So yeah, that one I won't be repurchasing because I can't. I'm not in Tunisia. This was a use up and new. So this is the Dove Pink Bar. Smells so nice. I mean, I like the Dove soap, so whether it's the pink one or the white one doesn't really bother me. But yeah, I bought 2 packs of 2, so this is just one out of those packs. This Made by Mitchell Pout Polish lip scrub. I didn't like it. The pot is really handy though, so I think rather than putting this through my recycling, I'm going to use this because that will be good for like moisturiser for travel. It smelled really nice, but it wasn't very scrubby. So last time I went to Lush, I got one of their lip scrubs in a bubble gum, which is basically Snow Fairy. I didn't like the other scents. One I think was cinnamon, which is disgusting, and one was mint. I don't want that either. So yeah, so I wouldn't repurchase, but the pot is cute, so I'm going to probably keep that. I managed to use up 3 of my little travel-sized moisturisers. These are Clinique ones. I think I'm nearly through a lot of my Clinique stuff now, but I just haven't found anything that's the same or that's good enough, and I really don't want to have to repurchase the Clinique 3-step set or any part of it because of reasons that I've spoken about before, in terms of animal testing and what have you, and it's not purely cruelty free. But if I dug around, I'd probably find that some of the other brands aren't either, but I do know the brands that I use that are and aren't. So yeah, so I am still trying, but yeah, pleased to get through those. One thing I was very sad about, I think there's still a little bit left. Oh, there's quite a lot left. I couldn't get any out last time. Is this. This is my Sol de Janeiro dupe, and it is by Victoria Key, and it's number 75. It's creamy coconut milk. Now, I think I've got one left. I got it on Shein, I think, and they don't do it anymore. And I knew the last time I didn't order when I saw it, I should have bought like 5, but I didn't. So that's a sad use up, but needed. So that is that. I used up one of these little, the Clinique face washes. This is step 1. You've got step 2, which is the toning lotion, I think it's called, and then the moisturiser. So another thing out of my collection. And then the last three things are makeup items. So these are actually in my project pan, which I've not been doing very well at. I will revisit it. I've bought a new laptop, so I need to transfer everything over. But one was this Power Grip Primer by e.L.f. I possibly would repurchase. One, very sad, this is my Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Soft Silk. I love this stuff. It's one of those things that when I bought it, it was expensive. I don't know how much it is, but I think it's like, I want to say 30. I think the small one's 15, so I'm pretty sure this one is like 30 to 40 pounds. And I didn't use it because it was expensive. So as I said before, like, why buy it then? Just don't buy it, don't spend the money. And I kept it, and then I've used it over time because I'd had it, I think I saw it on my Boots app, I'm pretty sure, not so long ago, and I was like, what? I bought that in like 2024 or 23 or 24, something ridiculous. So I was pleased to use it, but sad that it's gone. But also the bottle actually, that much there is not even usable space, so it's actually only to about here. It says it's 30 millilitres, so that's, you know, it looks quite big for 30 millilitres, but anyway, that is done. And then the last thing, which I was sad about again, and the Emco Beauty dupe that I have just isn't really the same, but I'm working my way through it. This is the L'Oreal True Match Nude, but this is the Rosy Lights. This is the one I bought in New York. My one ran out whilst I was there. Excuse the top, it's absolutely disgusting. And the colour is a bit off, but once it's sort of settled a bit and you've put some powder on and what have you, it's settled down. But I haven't seen the Rosy Light one before, and a lady in MAC told me I had a pinkish undertone to my skin, so I ran with that with no other evidence other than what she had told me, but I don't know why she would tell me the wrong thing. But yeah, that's the sort of the colour there. But yeah, that is pretty much, I'd say it's gone. So that, guys, is everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know, is there anything that you have purchased that I have in the past, or anything you'd recommend? You know, I'm not supposed to be spending money, but I will take your recommendations. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. So I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.